practicing to practice or you practice to be great?
Which way am I going?
The next bus coming, you on the way.
Party people, hey, it's Thursday night. You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watson along with J.R. Boxing and Greg Said. We got a good show lined up for y'all tonight. Want to say hello to the #1 chat on YouTube. Appreciate y'all tonight. Yes, we do. If you're tuning in and if you run across this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. And also, join the membership. Help this broadcast to continue to grow, if you don't mind. Highly appreciate it. All right. Hey, got to say hello to people in the chat. And then we're going to bring the fellas up and we're going to get started. All right. Let's get into this thing. Let's see who we got in here tonight with us on this Thursday night. Patty Lee is in the building. Appreciate it. Mac attack. Mac said, hey, bye, y'all. I love CC. What's going on, chick? That Mac, yeah, he already done started. Miss Jackson, what's going on? Appreciate you tonight. Miss Diane, what's going on? BD, what's going on? Miss Carolyn Shepard is in the building. Maine 94, what's up? Miss Phyllis Smith, what it do, boo? Miss Dawn Adams is in the building. Miss Smiley Mom, what's going on, Miss Smiley Mom? PC 40, Crystal Wise Williams, appreciate you. Miss Diane Brown is in the building. Casey M is here. Appreciate you tonight. Let's see who else we got. PC 40, I see you. Ivan Anita is in the building. Miss Carolyn Shepard. JR Box, talking about some chat. That JR here, y'all. I can't beat him, y'all. I just can't beat the dude, man. Who else we got? I got everybody. Detroit Gemini. What's up, chick? What's going on with you? Appreciate you tonight. Miss Shannon West. What's going on, Miss West? Danny Jr. J.A. What's up, J.A.? What's going on? Tim Isaac is here. Appreciate you. We got the crew in here, and we finna rock and roll. Kobe Cook. What's up, Kobe? Cooks? What's going on? We appreciate you. Appreciate you tonight. Jose, what's up, bro? Franklin, Virginia. That's what I'm talking about. Represent Virginia. Rep your state, my brother. Rep your state. Salute to you, Tim Isaac. Salute to you. Let me bring JR Boxing on up. Let's see, can we get JR in here? What it do? Uh-oh, boy. He got his coaching set on, boy. Oh, man. He's a co-primer. Co-primer got him on staff now.
Nah, man. What's happening? B Watch is good, man.
What's going on, man? I've been pain today, man. Shit.
The pain on, man. Yeah, I'm trying my new headset, man. You know, but like I said, man, I'm about to start getting back into the work field, man. But it's gonna be a remote job. So gotta try my new headset and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, for the time being. So I can't pride myself to go back in the office right now. So let me do a little remote situation right now.
Oh, so you gonna work from home?
Yeah, I'm gonna work from home, man.
When you gonna start?
On the 16th, man. I start on the 16th. Yeah.
Okay. 16th of this month.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You don't did that before. You think you can sit there at home and?
It's gonna be a new experience, man. I've only did it a few times, like, you know, during COVID, stuff like that. Still had to tend to like patient charts and stuff like that. But this will be a little bit different. Full time at home, but it's a good salary. Right around the ballpark what I was used to. So I was like, hey, I might as well. So let me stick it.
I know that's right, man. I know that's right. You can't beat that, JR.
Yeah,
you at home. How your hours gonna be?
I'll learn that the first few days. the first 2 months consist of training. So
I
I'll
got
be doing a lot of training and stuff like that. And then after that, it'll be a case by case basis because I'll be working with clients and patients again. So it'll just be case by case.
Okay. All right. Congratulations, my dog. Congratulations. Let's get on to this thing, man. Let's go and get into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Shedeur's quarterback situation. Then we're gonna switch over and talk about the Colorado football team. They looking good so far in their workouts and their first week of pass, and I'll get your thoughts on that. Now, when we look at the Cleveland Brown quarterback situation, if you was a head coach, well, you ain't got to be no head coach. If you want to bet with Cleveland and you look at the quarterback room, JR, I got a question. Is this quarterback room good enough for you to put some money on or for you to be a head coach? And when you look at the room now, look at the room, not just one person, the room overall. Is it best for Andrew Berry to find a vet and free agent to add to the room or draft another quarterback in the draft so that'll give you 3 quarterbacks with less than 3 years experience, or just ride it out with this year and see what you got and then make some changes next year? Which route or another route would you take?
Look, to answer the first question, is the Cleveland room good enough for me, JR? You know, look, I ride for 12, but I'm gonna say the room is not good enough, right?
Right.
I believe in 12, man, but the NFL is a process.
It is
a process, and you have to go through that maturation of the process of growing, understanding who you are as a quarterback and the talent that you have around you. So Deshaun Watson, look, he hasn't been healthy for the past 2.5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Gabriel gave us a small sample size, and it was less than desirable for sure. Shedeur had a spark. You know, he had a spark. He played good in some situations, but overall, the talent on the offensive side is lacking. As you can tell, they not bringing back any of the offensive linemen. They letting David and Njoku walk out the door. So, you know, the talent around you kind of builds you up as well. Your guy, Josh Allen, right? He struggled his first 2.5 years in the league until they got him who? Stephon Diggs, right? They got him a true #1 receiver at that time, which Stephon Diggs was, and that kind of catapulted his career to MVP success now because now he has that confidence. So I think the same thing gonna have to happen for Shedeur, man. It's gonna be some growing pains again this year. It's a new offense, new scheme, new system. All of those things play a part in the confidence building of Shedeur. But to answer that first question, I wouldn't be completely comfortable with the quarterback room. So I would look to bring in a free agent. And the reason why I'm bringing in a free agent, B. Watts, is because if you go in the draft and get somebody, and let's say, you know, they decide to draft somebody in the first or second round, what's their expectation gonna be? You're gonna be looking to play that person sooner than later, right?
Right.
Because that's just how the NFL works. They always, if you get somebody in the first or second round, typically you're looking to play that person sooner than later if the situation does not turn out with the quarterback you start the season off with. So I don't think that works for anybody. Right? You're gonna have Deshaun Watson with, I think he 8 years. I think this would be his 8th year in the league. Then you got 2 rookies behind him. And then if you go and draft another guy, especially if you use a first or second round pick, then it's kind of like, all right, well, is this guy gonna play? We are recommitting a certain amount of money into this guy. What's the expectation gonna be? And the lack of experience that person would bring to the team. What experience are they bringing from an NFL standpoint? So I don't think it's good, man. I think they should bring in a mid-level free agent, right? I wouldn't go for a Malik Willis or nothing like that, but somebody mid-level.
Yeah, I agree with you right there. Huntley, I think the guy that they had before then at Baltimore, he's a free agent. He don't work with Todd Monken. I think he good friends with Shedeur. They get along together. He can help him out about what he's seeing and get the information to Shedeur. Because right now, when you look at the quarterback room, Deshaun Watson, you just don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. 4S, play on the field. Now, I get that. Working out in shorts, throwing against the air, 7-on-7 drill, 11-on-11 drills. He gonna look good in that. But how he gonna look good when he got to go up against Texas? Will Anderson Jr. on the end. Can he take a hit? Can he get away from him when the play break down? When your wide receivers that you have on the team can't get off the line of scrimmage? What he gonna do next? We don't know. I haven't seen that. Matter of fact, when you look at his history in Cleveland alone, not when he was at Houston, Texas, because he was a bad dude out there now. But ever since he's been in Cleveland, when he was healthy, he didn't look good.
Yeah. Look, you're right, man. Look, when he was with the Texans, apparently he was a bad boy on the field and off the field, B. Watts, if you know what I mean. Deshaun Watson, a bad boy on the field and off the field. But look, in Cleveland, he got there. Look, if it was the cloud of judgment that hung over his head that affected his play, or was it the fact that he had almost a 2-season layoff before he even got back in? Because when he left the Texans, he didn't play that year. He sat out the whole year, and he was forcing the organization to trade him. He wasn't injured. He had the accusations against him, but the NFL didn't suspend him at the time. He just decided to sit out. And the Texans and Deshaun Watson couldn't come to an agreement. So he was like, look, I'm not gonna play. And the Texans was like, yeah, we don't want to play you because if you do get hurt, then that hurts the trade value of you. So he sat out, and the Texans paid him like $30 million that year. It's like right around $30 million, about 29, 30 million. They paid him. He just sat. So now he get the trade, he get to Cleveland. And look, shout out to Unc, man. He said all the time, Cleveland offense was less than desirable at that time, right? Baker Mayfield was removed at that time. Nick Chubb was coming off of an injury at that time. Odell Beckham was out of there. So they would kind of avoid a talent. They didn't re-sign Jarvis Landry. There was a lot of things that like transpired. So the roster Cleveland roster actually went from being a fairly decent roster to a bottom 32nd ranked quality team. Really fast.
Like that. You ain't got to bring up them kind of numbers, bro. You ain't got to try to dig it in, bro. Yeah.
Man. So, I mean, look, it went down really fast. But look, to say all of that, if you believe in Shedeur, right? If the porcelain horse means anything to Todd Monken, then you see what you got in the young fella. Now,
well, Acho said he kissing ass, kind of get that. He trying to get that star in his interest, man. That's what Acho said.
Hey, man, look, I don't know what Acho be on, man, but shout out to him. Look, he's been in places and spaces that we haven't been as far as being in NFL organizations and, knowing the people. So, look, he may have a little insight or foresight as to what could potentially be happening, right? But, look, we know Coach Prime. We know Coach Prime ain't raised no brown noser, man. So look, if the man felt like, hey, that's just a proper gesture, let me bring a gift to the coach. Like, hey, I got myself one. I thought it was a dope piece, coach. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't really no meaning behind it. I just thought it was dope. Here you go. I don't think that's you trying to buy the job or anything like that. Cause look, Todd Monken waited a long time to be a head coach.
Right.
A long time.
This about to be his last ride.
Yeah. Ain't no horse gonna sway him. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It's gonna be a play on the field. And hopefully 12 come ready, man.
Yeah, I believe he's gonna come ready. I agree with everything you said. Let me throw this at you. If the room stay like it is, let's say they don't bring nobody else in, I think Shedeur will be QB1. The question is, who you think will be QB2? I put my money on Dylan Gay will be QB2.
Really?
He gonna know the playbook. Look, he gonna know the play. You don't know the health of Deshaun Watson. Take away the salary. Take away the salary, even though it may play a role in the decision. But I put my money on Dylan Gabriel beat Shedeur bag up. DG. Hold on. Chat. I already know you finna kill this. Hey, chat, I need y'all help. Who you think will be Shedeur bag up quarterback if you're looking at Deshaun Watson or Dylan Gabriel? Let me know down in the chat. I got DG. Go ahead, JR.
So we going with presumably Shedeur is he the number one quarterback. So
right, who's gonna be your bag up?
Man, I would have to go with D4, man, Deshaun Watson. I would have
Why
to go with him, man.
You don't know that though.
Oh man, look, this what I know. I know the man.
You done seen DG play. You ain't seen Watson play. You done saying that because he coming from Houston, bro.
Nah. Look, I'm saying this because this probably the healthiest the man that ever felt in his career.
He got 2 major injuries.
He ain't played football in a year and a half, B.Y. Man, Deshaun Watson doing everything that he want to do right now with all that money that Cleveland paying him. The man out there
took a hit.
And he ain't took no hit. But he doing everything else. He dressed in Louis Vuitton from head to toe.
Yeah.
He out there with his old lady at the Olympics and on the snow Alps and everywhere else in between, man. He taking a world tour on that money. So that money gonna play a part. And he has the experience over Dylan Gabriel, man. Again, I think this would be his 8th year in the league or something like that. He got the experience, man. So as quickly as they say the computer, Dylan Gabriel can pick up a playbook, I'm pretty sure Deshaun Watson be able to pick it up pretty fast as well.
Oh no, big dog. Okay then. I got you. I hear you. I mean, it ain't no right or wrong answer, but I go with DG. I think it's a new offense, new coaches, and I just don't know the health of Deshaun Watson right now. Yeah. No, Deshaun Watson was a bad dude. Now, if Deshaun Watson from Houston come back, he gonna be QB1.
Yeah. When they cleared, didn't they clear Deshaun Watson last year around week 10 or something like that in the NFL season?
Yeah.
So look, he been healthy on paper for quite a while.
We gonna see, JR. We so finna see, cause this thing's finna get wild. I know they want to kick the tires on Deshaun Watson, man. But when you do that, JR, you taking reps still from Shedeur or whoever projected to be the QB1.
And that's what I don't like, B. Watts. The fact that we got to go through this QB battle again. Right? Like they had our dog down there throwing the trash can and the equipment manager and the Zaxby's fry person. You know the person that be on the fries at Zaxby's? Zaxby's got fries. They dropping the fries out. That used to do on stores from last year, man. Somebody dropping fries at Zaxby's, man. So I'm like, come on, man. Well, Greg.
Oh man, boy, you crazy, man.
They can't do our boy like that again, man. Come on, man.
No, man, they can't. They gotta man, maybe they have a plan in place. They just ain't telling the public nor the media. But man, they can't go through another quarterback competition. It gonna look ugly, bro. It just gonna look ugly.
Look, Todd Monkey say everybody elite, Greg. That's what Todd Monkey said. Everybody elite.
Everybody is elite at that level, I would say, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Well, I think I do know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be another media circus. I think it worked out last year for them, so they can't let people feel like they know what's going on. They got to keep the soap opera going or the reality show going. So, but I don't think it benefit the team. Again, have to figure out who the quarterback all the way up to the season. You don't get the reps you need. Either one of them don't benefit because it's gonna be clear real soon if they have to split those first team reps and he back to not getting none, or he only getting 2, or they gonna split them evenly all of a sudden. They want to get everybody back. It's gonna be clear how they do those reps. But typically, when you got a true number one, he should get most of the reps. It shouldn't be split away. So his whole thing was, if I come this year, I'm gonna get the reps I need to prepare. And if you put him in that situation again, splitting reps, okay, he got first team reps, but he's splitting them. It kind of defeats the purpose. So,
yep, that's exactly what I said, man. I don't want him to go through that, man. And if they ain't made up their mind, they want to see what Shedeur got in this upcoming year. Trade him, bro. Get him out of there. Get him out of there, because every day your head coach gonna have to answer about Shedeur Sanders. You gonna have to do the same thing Kevin Stefanski did.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to trade him. To me, it's easy to trade him, but I prefer the Browns tell Deshaun Watson, like, there's no way that you're going to play. Absolutely no way. And force Deshaun Watson's hand. Make him make a decision. Either you worked your tail off to get back healthy, to still have that fire in you to want to be out there on the field and challenge yourself, or, look, your time is past. You're going to sit on the bench. You're going to be a mentor to these young QBs and a mid-level guy that we bring in. And the only way you get on the field is if 1, 2, and 3 quarterbacks in front of you are out for the season. And then, hopefully Deshaun goes to his agent and just say, look, man, I got to get out of here, man. Cleveland is just not where I want to be anymore. Get me out of here. I'll do anything. And maybe they can split some of that pot or that money with another team. So Kevin Stefanski need to be requesting Deshaun Watson to come down to Atlanta with him because Penix injured and they didn't let Kirk Cousins go. So who they quarterback?
Well, they go get another injured quarterback since that's the kind of quarterbacks they like. If that's the case, because if you got Penix and spend a lot of money on him and you spend a lot of money on Kirk Cousins, you might as well spend a lot of money on Deshaun Watson. Just get you 3 injured quarterbacks in a row.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Now would turn up, boy. You know what I mean? Now let him go back to Houston. Send him back to where he came from. That way he need to go.
Yeah. Bridges is torch.
They torch.
He can't come back to Houston. No, he's done.
All right, JR, let's switch over. Let's talk about Colorado, man. So far, tell me what you think of the workouts and what you done seen so far.
I mean, look, workouts look good, man, but they look real good. I like the intensity, man. I like the competitiveness. Look, they 2 days in and they already throwing hands. Shout out to what's his name, Williams, and I want to say it was the one cornerback from Utah. I forget his name. His name leaves me, but I think them were 2 guys that was throwing hands, man. So
that was Creed.
Yeah, okay, Creed. Okay, yeah, look, that's 2 days in. They already squared up. What's his name was like, hey, what? You know what I'm saying? So they get into it, man. So that's the passion that you want to see, man. And they let you know people fighting for positions. They fighting for positions. Because last year, what we was doing, Greg, we was already, hey, well, this person, we know who the left tackle is. We know who this cornerback going to be. We know who the linebackers presumably were going to be. Defensive line, we knew, right, who was going to be there. We had questions about the offensive line and receivers, but other positions we were just kind of already penciling people in as like they the starters for sure. But this year, who gonna start at cornerback? Who?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna start at receiver? It's a lot of talent out there, so it's a lot of spots to be had, man. So I like the competitiveness, Greg. I like that.
I don't know, man. I think is I see good things on both sides of the ball that I can't say I saw before from a standpoint of aggression. I've seen some linemen. I've seen a couple linemen just manhandle a couple guys, like club bouncer type manhandle. I've seen Gooden bounce somebody. Now, who was that right tackle with them long dread? He's like, he picked the dude up on that same touchdown. He took a dude and picked him up and threw him over the pile of same. Like, we ain't seen that from no right tackle. Like, I mean, that was one of the things we didn't see. The aggression on the line, and I think it's competitive. I think that you brought in enough guys on that line that all got experience and quality experience on the offensive side. You gonna find somebody gonna get that starting spot. I think it's competitive, and I think on the defensive line, I think they people say they're small, but boy, they move. They quick. They got a quick defensive lineman. I don't know if they necessarily big, but I know they quick. And I think that's a good combination with the type of linebackers you have. Because if you're chasing them D linemen, then it's gonna be interesting with the linebackers they got. So I think that they, for the most part, I think the defense right now is looking really aggressive. I think they play fast, and we'll see what the offense do. I don't think they're really showing us a lot of the offense, honestly. I think they kind of, they don't want to give away too much. But I do see, in individual drills, the potential that they have from the receiver side.
All right. JR got that super chat.
Hey, shout out to JAB. Hey, she say Deshaun Watson, 2022. He played 6 or 17 games, missed the first 11 due to his extracurriculars, right? Suspended 2023, 6 or 17, showed the injury. 2024, 7 out of 17 games with the Achilles injury. Total games played, 19 out of possible 51. That's 37%. Is he ready? Well, they thought he was ready last year. They brought him and put him on that 21-day window. But I think they figured that, look, the team ain't no good. We ain't going nowhere. We put him out there again and he get hurt again. Then it's like, all right, we really messed up. So it remains to be seen if he's ready. But I like them stats, man. Shout out to the stat checker. That's what, how the shows got the fact checkers.
Yeah.
You got a stat checker, JAB. Shout out to JAB with the stat check. Hey, if she gives them stats like that, man, you can do that every other show.
Oh, what? Jay, you hell, Jay. You hell. Shit. I got to get rid of JR. Good thing you done got a job. Yeah, JR used to have those stats. He don't have them no more. Appreciate it, JR. Okay, let me hit you with this, JR and Greg. When you look at the coaching side this year, especially, man, the coordinators. What y'all think of the coordinators so far? The offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator.
Hey, they lit, man. They lit. Look, Coach Maul, I know Greg gonna like this. And Coach Maul, they taking boys.
Hey, you see the linebacker drill they were doing?
Yeah, man. Look, they taking boys to the ground, man. and look, Coach Prime ain't even stopping them. He ain't stopping nobody. Last year he'd be like, "Hey, don't touch the receivers, don't do that." It seemed like everybody getting touched, even the quarterbacks getting touched. Coach Marion had to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to go talk to the DC because he needs to stop touching the QB." So, Greg, I think you finally got your wish, dog.
JR, I got another super chat.
I got you. Shout out to Rev. BJ Nelson for the $2 holler. He say, "Won't see no salt hollering this year." That's for you, B. Watts.
Oh, man. Hey, it's a new year, man. It's a new year.
Hey, Rev, he ain't gonna have no high blood pressure this year, Rev.
Appreciate it, Rev.
He's pacing himself, though. He's pacing himself this year. Yeah. Last year was tough between that and them night games. Them night games didn't make it no better. But, I'm going to say this, though. I asked on the Oklahoma drills, they must be listening. And they got a little semi-Oklahoma going on. And then now I start saying, I think he's going to do it. Full Oklahoma, half. Some of these I like when you have to get off your back.
Mm-hmm.
Because, one of the things, it's kind of like the receiver doing the turnaround drills. It's like it's you coming off that ground because you're going to go to the ground sometimes. There ain't no excuse. He gonna be on your back, hopefully, but I'm saying come off your ground and be able to find somebody. And just saying those type of drills, your pursuit to the ball, your approach to the runner, that helps out a lot because somebody running full speed at you got to get those reps, especially they quit. You see how Boo Carter have people juking and falling all around and what was it? Perry, was it not Cam Perry? So it's like you got to get used to running at somebody who ain't gonna just let you tackle them, and you tagging off on them, touching them with your hands. That ain't gonna do it. They're gonna break that tackle all day. So, the fact they doing those drills right now, he claimed they ain't even really hitting. He keeps saying we're gonna hit the Friday. It's like they've been hitting every day. That's how I want to see what her hit gonna look like. I guess that's gonna be going to the ground. But like you said, they going to the ground. They hit quarterbacks and everything and knocking them down. So it's gonna be it's gonna be better. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, the philosophy and it don't take a lot. That's why I don't understand. It don't take a whole lot, but it's really a mentality at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like both of the coordinators, man. They bring that energy, JR. That's what I like. They bring the energy. That was something the team didn't have no energy last year. They kept saying, hey, we looking for leaders. We looking for leaders. Coach Prime said, we looking for somebody to be a leader. This year, shit, you don't need no leader. Your offensive coordinator out there talking that trash like he the leader. Then bagging up on the defensive side when your defensive coordinator, boy, he ain't no joke either.
Yeah,
so
man.
You can just tell the difference philosophy that they bring in. Somebody said something.
I said it was 2 nonchalant guys last year.
Yeah, like they didn't care, like they didn't want to be there. They didn't lay back. Hey, you just run that hit. We're gonna throw it. Just go out there. We're gonna throw it to you. God, over and over again. They did that shit for 4 months, man. I didn't say 1 month. I said they did that for 4 months. So when you look at Marion, like you said, JR, boy, he came to that quarterback room and said, hey, when I woke up, I was ready.
I was ready when
I woke up. And I'm finna go in there and tell that defense, since y'all won't tell them, don't hit my damn quarterback.
For real, man. Look,
he like saying, hey, put that camera on me and watch me smoke. I said, okay.
Hey, Darius, come film this real quick. Light him up real quick. Come film it. You know what I'm saying?
And get what the coordinator say. He said, yeah.
Hey, he said, y'all be in the building talking that trash, and then you get out here on the field, you're acting soft. I said, whoa, that ain't gonna work with me. Come on out the field. We'll be okay.
All that go going on. They need to let all them boys get hit this spring. Let them get hit. All that go, they gonna be their body. I told your body got to be used to getting hit. You can't go a whole 6 months and then go out there and think you finna take that pound tomorrow. All right, my body had a rest. You gotta get used to getting hit. And that'll help you make some of those adjustments. But you're gonna be running all them options and all that. They're gonna be hitting your quarterback for fun. Mm-hmm. Just because he out there.
Yeah.
So you gotta let these boys get hit. But they can heal up before August or September.
Shoot, man, you got JoJo already on crutches. What's going on with him?
Yeah,
one. What's called on it too? More. All them boys hurt. More. Ben. I mean.
But
Coach Prime just laying in the cut, JR. He ain't got to say nothing.
He ain't really got. I mean, he on that whistle though. He like too short out there. Blow the whistle. I mean, Coach on that whistle. He ain't playing with him this year, man. He got his wind back. I told you he's stepping like 10 toes down almost, but
almost.
He ain't playing this year, man. He on that whistle hard, man. He letting them know.
Be wise. JoJo had surgery during the off season. I wonder.
Yeah, I seen the picture 2 days ago. I said, "Oh, he had surgery."
But he had surgery, right in the off season. So he don't have.
I guess that picture just coming out. He was letting them know he had surgery. I guess.
I remember he had surgery.
So he don't have 2 surgeries.
Yeah, this is the second one because I remember he was on Twitter. Because before everybody started leaving, because we thought, I don't know, before Mario Miller and Joseph, before they all left, I didn't know. He showed a picture. His mom had him saying that's how we knew he wasn't leaving, because he was like, yeah, I'm getting ready for season. Because we were trying to figure out who was leaving. It was like November, something like that. He was getting surgery. I don't know if it's the same thing or something different, but he had surgery then, because I remember seeing it on Twitter or something like that. So this is another surgery he don't have. I hope it's not the same thing.
Roberta said he had shoulder surgery back then.
This is something else. Now you had shoulder, now you got leg.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah. No, it ain't, because he gonna need to recover. He don't need to rush back out there, but he gonna want to get out there.
Man. But check this out, JR. I tell you, person looking good that I still think he's gonna be the best special team player on the team. Caleb Mack look good out there.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Just for the drills. Now, I know a drill. It ain't the real game and all that. I'm going off the drill. He looked
Nah,
good.
he did good in the 7-on-7. I mean, 11-on-11 too.
Yeah, he looked good, man.
He was
Look like he got
good.
his speed up. He looking like he would concentrate. When they put that camera on one, he said, "Hey, he be dropping a lot of balls. Y'all just ain't. They just ain't showing that."
Wow.
I
I'm
said,
tell you,
"Dog."
Caleb always was good. Caleb was good as a freshman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was good when Shedeur was there. He just, I don't know. They don't want to show favoritism or he just not a superstar player, but he always had good hands and he quick and get open. He always been that. I don't know why he didn't get a lot of play last year.
I don't think he's gonna get a lot of burn this time. I think he's gonna be on that special team. But right now he look good. I tell you, somebody else look good. Quarterback Wilson. The Wilson. You ain't gotta buy. I'm just saying, right now he look good. I don't know why you can't buy it.
I ain't buying.
They put it on tape. I'm going on
They
tape.
They put it on tape like they hid Caleb stuff. They put all his highlights on tape.
Yeah. I'm not going on tape. You ain't got. I'm just saying, hey, he look good and he bigger than what I thought he gonna be.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I went out to the game. Yeah, 2 years ago, I went to the game out there. They played Utah, and he was a quarterback. He was small, but now this dude big, thick, and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't buying it though, but I mean that's what camp is. That's what spring ball is about, man. You're gonna have some good days, you're gonna have some bad days. Same thing with fall camp. You'll have some good days, bad days. They caught him on a good day. I mean, he hit a few targets, hit a few runs, but it's a little different when the DBs know they can't like take you all the way down to the ground, or the linebackers know they can't take you all the way down to the ground. So the pursuit is not as pinpoint as it would be if they had on pads, kind of thing. So, but nevertheless, you say he look good.
Hey, he remind me so much of Staub. It's ridiculous.
Hey man, I said the same thing. I said, dang, another Stars out here, man.
Nah, man. Him and Staub got the same problem, Greg. They throw more interceptions. They throw more interceptions than they throw touchdowns.
They hot, and when they cold, they cold. That's what it look like to me. Like when he hot, he hot.
Well, he won the day. He won the day of the other day. He won that day, that practice. I got to get that credit.
Hey, shout out to Sis, man. Shout out to Sis. You got look, B Watts gonna be slow to put this one up. Come on, B Watts. Come on.
Hello.
Super chat for the $9.99. Shout out to our sister, Mrs. Phyllis Smith. Say, B Watts, don't start the K Salt with this QB. He already on the train with Wilson, Phyllis. He already on the train, chat. Look at
him. I just said the man looking good, bro. I can't compliment a Colorado player.
Can you compliment Juju?
I don't know. I did a show on Juju.
When?
Okay.
When?
This morning.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, I did a 30-minute show on Juju this morning.
What it was about? What it was saying?
I said the five reasons why Colorado win this year. Coach Prime, he done did what he's supposed to do. Only thing now he got to do is hold his coaches accountable. Then I went to the offensive coordinator, Brandon Marion. Then I broke down and gave you the history of the defensive coordinator. That's 3. Then I said on the offensive side, Juju Lewis. Then on the defense side, the star of the team, Boo Carter. That's the way it's going to go. All 5 of them going to be the reason why they win 6 or more games.
But
the 5 reasons right there.
But you also making the reason they lose.
Yeah, they go.
He split like he really did about Juju. He gonna name 500 other things.
Hey,
like, if they
let's talk about what I saw yesterday. Juju the quarterback, he overthrew a wide receiver and he threw the interception to number 20.
The receiver was getting held, though. That receiver was getting held.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying what I saw.
The receiver would have been there if he wasn't getting held.
I'm just talking about what I saw.
I saw it, but the receiver was getting held.
It was there.
I wasn't no flag. It was referees out there. Didn't nobody throw no flag.
You know they don't call flag for Colorado. They was getting them ready for the season. Like, you know you don't get no flag, right?
Yeah, but like I say, Juju gonna be all right. Juju a good. He 2 years away. I'm gonna keep saying it. He 2 years away.
Oh, he gonna be a senior.
He's a red shirt freshman. This is his same. He the same age as Sweet Wine, and Juju this year, he gonna be mild. Next year, he gonna be real good. He gonna be real good because he ain't played check, y'all. He ain't played but 3 games, 2 or 3 games. Come on.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah, he's still growing.
Oh no, 2.5. 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. He started the last 2 games. He played in
He need to sit
2
on the bench
games.
this year. That what you're saying? He need to sit on the bench this year.
No, he gonna start. He gonna start.
But you don't think he gonna do good.
Now is it depends on how Marion go. I don't know how his philosophy.
Marion might play 2 quarterbacks, y'all.
He played 3.
I would play 2 quarterbacks.
He played 3 of them. So.
As much as he run the ball, I would, you know.
I would run it with Juju, man.
I don't think they need to be even, but I'm saying like every now and then I'll put them other quarterbacks in. Not to do the crap they did last year, like, you know, oh, you messing up, I'm putting you on the bench. But this have certain packages.
I wouldn't do that either.
Because North Dakota did that. You remember North Dakota had that big old quarterback. Both of them was pretty big, but he had that big old fast quarterback.
Georgia Tech did the same thing.
Huh?
Georgia Tech did the same thing.
Yeah, Georgia Tech always done that. But I'm saying like most schools do that, but I don't like it to be too predictable. Like, okay, the running quarterback come in, you know it's going to be a run. The passing quarterback in, you know they're going to be a pass. I think it should be just, you know, different packages. Get the other quarterback a break. One quarterback come in a couple plays. Every now and then, put the other quarterback back in. Like, you ain't just got to leave him out on the field the whole game.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll make the defense have to study more too.
I can see that if they got a little Chris Leak and Tim Tebow situation going on, something like that.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong now. I like Juju. I just think he's 2 years away because I believe he should have stayed in high school last year to get more playing time to get ready. Now he got to work on his body. I think he did that last year because he look big now. To me, got thicker. And he should be used to the same thing what Shedeur going through.
Yeah.
Same thing. Get that body right the first year. Get used to the speed of the game. And by the end of this season, Juju gonna be peaking. And then in next year, he should take off, man. He should take off. That's just me. He might take off this year. I hope he take off this year. I hope he do.
Well, American help with that process, like I was saying, by playing at least one other quarterback. And that'll kind of take some pressure off of Juju. Because I think what happens is if you are inexperienced and you are still developing, I think that the other team can key in on you. So the way you can slow that down by people just, we just gonna, you know, scout Juju and pick him apart, pick all his weaknesses apart, is keep him off balance by using more than one quarterback. And they don't know who's gonna come in and do what. But they both all, the one thing about the go-go, it's already designed for you not to know if they're finna pass or throw. So it don't matter which quarterback in, he can run, he can be the running quarterback, but the formation don't look no different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It won't be so obvious. I definitely would use more than one quarterback.
Yeah. But one of them quarterback gonna play because Marion brought him there to play. He didn't bring Juju. Juju that prime guy. And when he was making that speech, JR already know.
So who you talking about? The one he brought from
he brought both of them in.
He brought Sweet Wine in.
He brought Sweet Wine in. He tried to recruit the Sweet Wine when he was at Sacramento State.
Yeah, but did he bring another quarterback with him from Sacramento?
He brought Wilson.
Yeah.
No, Wilson came from Utah. I thought it was another.
He recruited Wilson at Sacramento.
So Wilson was.
That was it. Only person he recruited was Sweet Wine.
No, he recruited
and then Wilson out the transfer portal.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, didn't he bring a quarterback from Sacramento?
No, that's that running back.
I don't know why I heard
somebody.
I thought somebody said he brought a quarterback. I know he brought a quarterback coach, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you.
That was the coach. That was the quarterback. Used to be a quarterback on the coaching staff.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though. All them quarterbacks better be locked in because the way I see it, he gonna need at least 2 quarterbacks on the field, and somebody gonna get hit the wrong way. Somebody, I don't know who it's gonna be. Know, from how they be practicing, we look at them at practice and they come through with a whole peg leg.
Yeah, I told him. He said, I don't know why y'all keep getting my quarterback. Since y'all won't say nothing, I'm gonna tell the defense. But also, defensive line keep whooping their ass.
Yeah.
I said, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man. Hey, it did look kind of night and day-ish for the defensive line. That first practice they had with Coach Carter out there, the D-line coach, letting them have it, to the second day they had at practice, defensive line was getting after it, man. They was getting after it a little bit. So people just gotta hit their stride, man. You know, they doing their installment little by little. So they just working on things, but it looked good. All together, it looked good. Look good.
Well, you can't hardly tell now. I ain't gonna jump in that paint too soon like I did last year.
that last year got you, man. It got you. But do you not see a difference?
Yeah, they coaching.
You don't see a difference in the players.
They don't have enough, man. When you look at the defense line and the offensive line, ain't enough on them, bro.
Enough players or enough what?
Yeah, enough players. They ain't got no depth.
They got the depth.
Man, when you see them huddle up, you saying, man, I don't see but 1, 2, 3. I
don't think everybody out there either, though. I don't think everybody out there.
Man, Uncle Steve was talking about it on the phone yesterday when we were talking. I said, man, when you see that the defensive line, how many you see? He said, man, I'm like you be watching. I don't see enough.
Everybody ain't out there because I know Houston ain't out there yet.
And then check this out. Go back and watch Well Off. I looked at Well Off today. I ain't mean to cut y'all, Greg. Then when the wide receiver coach was talking to him, I didn't count but 6 damn wide receivers.
Everybody ain't practicing.
A few of them hurt, but
more than a few of them hurt. There's a lot of them ain't hurt. A lot of them ain't out there.
But they breaking a lot of them down because I think last year they kind of just everybody was just like kind of practicing together, like all the wide receivers together. If you a slot guy, if you an outside guy, everybody was together. They're kind of breaking them down. Like you an outside guy, you gonna practice some of this outside stuff, and the slot guy's gonna practice the slot stuff. So I see some of the angles we kind of getting a little bit of that because with the DBs, Coach Mathis, the first day, like he only had about 6 DBs with him. But I was like, he the nickel coach. So maybe he just working some of the nickel guys and some of the other outside DBs working in another area. But who knows? But they are kind of breaking them down specifically by groups a little bit more. But B Watts, what do you think about them coaches?
Now
Coach Marv ain't wasting no time.
Who?
I said Coach Marv ain't wasting no time.
Hey, that boy, hey.
Dogs that came from Virginia Tech. Hey, we got coach.
Hey, once they named that dude, what you call the coach? Boy, he brought all his boys down. They did that introduction. Virginia Tech. I said, whoa. Virginia Tech. I said, yay. I said, what's going on? Is he going to be the next coach? Is Coach Prime going to step away? He said, I'm going to bring all my boys.
Yeah, man. Bring my boys.
So that's what you do when you're a coordinator. You bring your own folks, and it's a good thing that Coach Prime let him do it. And another thing, JR, I heard what you said 2 weeks ago. I'm going to remind you on Sunday with Uncle Steve. You said the defensive line new coach is the one that got much to prove.
Yeah.
That boy got some fire in him, boy.
He got that fire.
Hey, like my grandmama said, that boy, that look like you snapped another asshole in you, boy.
They be letting the man, man.
Hey, he don't play with him either, man.
But Greg, we finally got our wish, man. We got a coordinator, and that coordinator, bro, as soon as he got official, all right, I got some guys.
Well,
Let me go ahead and bring them guys in.
He had room to do it because, like I said, we cleared out some holes. When the safety coach left, who was.
So is it a limit to have how many coaches you can have? How many you want?
It ain't no limit.
Oh, that's why. What I have, man? Because soon he would name the defense coordinator. Them coaches started popping up. I said, "Whoa."
He got to get a few, man, because Marion got his few. Even though they playing analyst roles and stuff like that, he got this guy. It's an analyst that's also helping the running backs. Only thing that Aaron didn't get is a lineman coach, and the only reason he didn't get that because he already had about 3 of them. Yeah. But everybody else, man, they sliding them in how they can slide them in. Just like they slid Sap in and gave him a little role, little grad assistant role. They can make it fit, But now they ain't got to worry about who can go on the field, you know, and who only can stay.
You satisfied? Are y'all satisfied with the offensive line coaches?
I don't know. I mean, it's three of them.
You just answered. You said only.
They did last year.
I ain't the biggest Gunner fan. I'm gonna tell you right, because last year I was who? I ain't the biggest Gunner White fan. Especially after last year. Look, although the offensive line played better than the previous year, a lot of K-Sock was eluding a lot of pressure, man. He was eluding a lot for as poorly as he played in stretches, right? Their offensive line didn't play to what we thought it could be. I think they underachieved.
They did good in the pass blocking. They didn't do good in the run blocking.
Yeah, they still can't move nobody after the ball. But
that could be the key this year.
Something to prove. He got something to prove.
He got a couple linemen that can move people. I mean, good and clearly can move people. And that whoever that right tackle, I can't remember what number. He had them locks. He looked vicious, man. The way he came off the ball, he picked the dude up without trying to pick him up. So they got some violent guys on that line. I just don't think the scheme is conducive to it, because I mean, them little draws they was running. I mean, they didn't really have a lot of run plays last year. It was the same kind of run plays, the same type of pass plays, maybe just a little different formation. The go-go is wicked. I mean, the go-go, you know, you got two running backs on the side of the quarterback, and they can go in motion and go around and run a wing T. He can turn into a wing T. He can turn into a lot of different weird things just by how they line up and how they motion. So that alone will quit people from just lining up and just bogarting you. Like they did. Everybody last year, everybody lined up in a hole and just blitz you. They put 7 people on the line and say 5 of y'all try to block. And then the running back come up and get mushed. They can't do that when these boys doggone line up like this and then one up and swing. Boom. Somebody got to go with them. You know, especially if that's a quick guy. After they get gassed a few times, because that quick stuff will work. In that case, you get that ball out quick to a Q for 6 now, or you get that ball out quick to a Cam Perry now. What's the other name? What is his name? Shedeur. You get that ball to them in open space when the person is not up close to them, and they'll take it to the house on you.
Quick.
Especially if they're within 30, 40 yards. So they gotta the defenses that they go against is gonna have to be able to at least try to see what's going on before they just blitz you. I'm just gonna blitz you because you ain't got no weapons and you run these same old little screen plays and they ain't scared of you. They ain't scared of your receivers. Because what receivers they had to be scared of last year? Let's be for
real. Nobody off the line for sure.
Not off the line. Everything that they was scared of, it was deep. And they say by the time if Amarion, he gotta have time to get the ball. So we ain't worried about him running upfield, because by the time he get upfield, the quarterback already running for his life. And we saw that. K-Saw already running for his life. The man was open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Immediate pressure.
Yeah, they gonna go forward that offensive line, take them, man, and that defense line, whatever. You know, I ain't good to it. Judging offensive line, defense line in practice. But I can judge your ass when you go up against BYU. And I can judge you when you go up against Georgia Tech. I definitely gonna judge you when you show up against Utah, because those boys ain't playing that one. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you look good in practice. Your offensive line, like Greg said, he just pick somebody up and just throw them in practice. But he ain't gonna pick nobody up off Utah and do that. He ain't gonna pick nobody up off BYU and do that. So that go only gonna go with that offensive line. Tell me who the offensive line is. Who they is. Who on the offensive line.
Yeah, they gotta figure out the right combination.
Yeah, there you go right there. That's what I was just gonna say, Greg. You own it. You own the combination. I don't like that. When I was coaching, man, I roll with my offensive line. I ain't believing that substitute.
Yeah, I mean, they good in college, though. Sometimes you got some guys better at pass blocking.
I don't like that. Blocking. You play too serious, then the other one come. Man, no, man, they got to get louder up, bro.
I mean, they do. I mean, look, I'm sure the players definitely prefer.
They went missing last year, man. Jordan Seaton went missing.
A lot of teams do it.
Jordan Seaton did the nasty. What that old lady, dog? What that old lady missing for 130 some days?
Guthrie.
Good, nasty gut. That's what Jordan Senior he missing. Can't find.
Oh, come on.
And pass, man, in run blocking. I'm serious, Jr.
I mean, yeah, he just wasn't. He wasn't. I don't think. I'm not gonna say he wasn't good at it. I just don't think he believed in the scheme. I don't think he believed in it.
So he checked out.
Because he checked out because his freshman year, when he was with Shedeur, look, Unc was saying every other week, the running behind 77, the Jordan Seaton train. I mean, every week, and we saw it show up on film his freshman year. Last year, I think he was just like, man, this ain't it, dog. I think he was checked out probably after that third game. Like, yeah, man, this season a wash, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, man. I said, man.
Now, he wasn't dominant at all.
He wasn't, man.
He wasn't.
And nothing. He wasn't a dominant pass blocker. He wasn't a dominant run blocker. So maybe he was checked out. I would love to see what he's gonna do at LSU.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that too, man. Yeah.
But I think you had a decent guard.
I just don't want them to get pumped out up front, bro. Can I keep it real with you?
I don't think it's gonna happen this year, man. They're gonna run the ball enough to establish, like, look, either you getting your head beat in or we gonna beat their head in. One of them gonna happen because Marion gonna run the ball. He gonna run it. So that's one thing. We've been saying it for 3 years. The first year we was look, the first year we knew, Greg. The first year, look, hey, we coming from the SWAC. We finna add this thing out. We really ain't got, we ain't got the best of the talent, but we gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? And then the second year, we was kind of like, all right, Coach Prime leaning into the camera. We gonna run that ball, dog. And then Travis win the Heisman because he got 1,000-some yards. They airing it out. And then last year, we was like, all right, well, K saw the runner. He a track star. They gonna run the ball.
Man, when he ran that ball, they walked his little ass down. I said, man, he's slow as I don't know what, man. Well, anyway, check this out. Let me hit you with this, Greg and all, JR. Which player in the safety room you think can make a major impact on the defense side of the ball? A safety. Just give me one.
I say Mitchell, man. Look,
I was thinking about that too, but I was looking at Fontenette, man. Boy, that Fontenette look like he a linebacker.
Yeah, Fontenette a dog. He gonna do his thing, but look, you gotta have somebody opposite of that dog, and that's something we didn't have last year. We didn't have it. Look, we had it with Shiloh and Cam, right? But we didn't have it last year. We had Tafiq Byard. Who was opposite of him? It was a revolving door, Greg.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: the way all them Captain Hooks we had out there at the end of the year. I hope that is.
What's that Captain Hook, man?
I hope that ain't Swayze thing going on because we always talk this either or thing. Every year we end up having nothing because either they hurt or they on the bench acting hurt or they look like Captain Hook like last year. So we're gonna need everybody out there because at some point all them safeties don't been hurt. They either walking around with their shoulder in the sling, or they walking around with their hand in the sling, or they walking around on the sideline because they don't got called for targeting. So you got all this weird stuff that can go on with your safety room that you gonna need all of them. You might mess around and won't be in out there because by the end of the season, all of them was out. I guess they all quit. Starmile was out. Ben was out. The only person you had was Byard, and he only had one hand. And he almost lost a hand and a leg out there. So it was like, oh my goodness, he go down. Who we gonna have in safety? So depth is very important in this game that they playing, especially how long the season go. And I think if you learned it by now, last year should have taught you. You need all them boys in some because things happen. Ankles, knees, shoulders, hands, it happens, and we can't act like it's not because it don't happen every year. In the last couple of years, we don't have our whole defensive line depleted. Yeah. And linebacker, by the end of the year, your linebackers limited, especially the year before. So it's like, being content with 2 or 3 guys that ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
JR, who the leader on the team? Who gonna be the leader? Who gonna be the leader? We all talking about we didn't have no leader last year. Who will be the leader for the Colorado football team this year? I'm gonna let you know. Blue Carter gonna be the leader for this football team. Who you think gonna be the leader? It should be the quarterback, but he got 2 more years to go.
Yeah,
I'm going with Blue Carter.
It should be the quarterback, but Juju a bit reserved, man. So I think he's just gonna lead by his play. He's not gonna be a vocal guy or whatever like that. And typically, as fans, that's what we look for. We look for a vocal guy because you can't always see the work. Well, we see the work to see you because it's documented. They film it. But I think it's gonna be Juju, man. But I don't think it's gonna be something that's just gonna be like, oh man, you saw what he said, or you saw how he called that dude out. It's just gonna be the subtle things, man. He gonna keep working. He gonna keep working. He gonna keep working. And then you gonna be coming back on saying, man, I told y'all the whole time, man, Juju, he that boy. He that guy. Y'all saw that video? I said it first. 5 things that Colorado gonna do to win, and Juju was one of them. He was the first person I named outside of Coach Prime. So I think it's gonna be Juju.
He did it real slick.
And I think Juju.
He was number 4 on the list.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Juju.
He was number 4 on the list, and he was like the last 2 minutes in the show. Number 4 was Juju. Number 5. He on top for 45 minutes.
Man, I gave Juju his credit, bro. What else y'all want me to do, man? I got up early this morning and gave Juju his prop.
Gave him a 30-second
not even
intro.
30
That's
seconds.
all he did.
By the way, I got a number 5. Yeah,
Wayne Hood, what's up with these guys? I gave Juju his prop. Man, what else y'all want me to do? Put him on a pedestal?
Give him a whole show, like you said.
Give him a whole show.
Like, what we missed that at? I talked about
2 years. 2 years from now, I give him a whole show.
For 5 seconds.
Well, y'all here, man. Y'all here, man.
Who you think gonna be a leader, Greg?
Who you think gonna be a leader, Greg? And also, man, get my linebacker I need to look at, bro.
I think your linebackers room itself is gonna be the leaders of the
man.
team.
Give me one. They ain't gonna be but one dog. Both of them ain't gonna be no dog.
Well, I mean, I think that ESPN gonna be a dog. I like that.
I said the same thing too. I ain't know he was that big. That's a big old dude.
Yeah, he got big arms. He not tall.
Yeah, he not tall,
but I'm saying, you see how he covered track hole? He the only one that covered track hole like a glove. Even my boy out of Texas was like a little step behind. But he's agile, man. He's low to the ground. He's agile. You know, from a coverage standpoint, we ain't had a good coverage linebacker. You can't name him. You can't really. I mean, they got.
He gonna mess around and get smoked on a wheel route first game.
He covered track hole. He covered track hole 1-on-1.
I'm taking off all my clothes in that Georgia Tech stadium. I can't, man. Every piece of CU garment I got on is coming off.
Oh man!
Guess what? That wheel route only working if you still playing man.
Yeah.
So I know the coach ain't that kind of dumb because y'all gonna say at least throw people off where they think you're a man. You know, at least disguise your coverage. You know what I'm saying? Or mix it in. Don't just be straight man every play. Why make it? That's what I don't get. Why the offense made it so easy and why the defense made it so easy on other teams? They ain't even got to watch film.
It's called Rob Livingston.
Running man. Like, come on. I mean, you ain't disguising that. You ain't disguising your blitzes. You let everybody line up on line. Okay, y'all gonna do your positionless defense? No, we just gonna all run up the field and leave the middle of the field wide open. The 3rd and 25, and you putting everybody on the line.
Rob Livingston.
I don't think that'd be the case.
But JR gonna blame the linebacker coach Hart. Like he out there calling and singing. Yeah. You and Greg.
I blame.
I tell you what. You want me to go get my phone?
Because
you want me to go get the phone and show you the text message in the group?
No. Okay. If it ain't Coach Hart, show me one linebacker that has performed well outside of really Hill Green. You can say Bentley, but Bentley was
that's the only one that I had.
Right. In 3 years?
No, what's called? He did good. The one with the missed teeth.
Who was that? With the missing teeth?
Bishop Thomas was not a linebacker.
What he play?
He barely made through the season.
Line? Yeah,
He was a defensive tackle, and they would push him all back because we had lost defensive line depth that year, and they had him push. They had him in doggone over the guard over there playing what? I don't even know we used a 3 technique. They had him like playing where he was playing the same position as block bully. They had him basically no.
I thought Bishop was a linebacker, so he was a defensive linebacker.
They had Bishop playing that doggone nose tackle, man. He was getting pushed all back because we didn't have no depth and no size that year. So you can't name no good linebacker, and Bishop didn't play good that year because he was on the bench by the end of the year. So if he did good, you should produce linebackers. Now the linebacker's gonna play good, and he the assistant linebacker coach.
Man, they got linebackers from Texas, bro. Come on, man. They ain't had no linebacker like they got covered this time, man.
Oh,
exactly, because he ain't had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I mean, I think he recruited. They say he a good recruiter now. He recruited it.
When Colorado go 4-8, I don't want to hear nothing out your mouth no more.
Let me tell you something, man.
If Colorado go 4-8,
man. When Georgia Tech
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Thursday night,
that ain't even possible. That ain't even possible.
Hey, JR, when Georgia Tech smoked them Thursday night,
if they drop the first 4 games, you ain't gonna see me. You're gonna see me to 2027. I'm out.
That's what they would deserve for all of us to leave because that ain't even possible. The talent they got.
It's possible. It's possible.
What? Name it. Because you. This is what you're doing right now. You giving Georgia Tech credit and you don't even know what they got.
Same thing we did last year. You did the same show for Georgia Tech game.
Now, Greg, you said, man, Georgia Tech ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing.
They did it the same thing, JR.
All they needed was one guy.
Hey, here we go right here. Greg said the same thing. I
sure did. Guess what, though? Georgia Tech beat a Colorado that only won 3 games by 7 points. They scored at the end of the game after giving up 2 back-to-back touchdowns, 2 back-to-back turnovers. So don't sit up here and say Georgia Tech was good because Georgia Tech barely beat a 3-8 Colorado, 3-9 or whatever you want to call it. So don't play me like Georgia Tech smoked Colorado, first of all. Second of all, we knew that Georgia Tech had Sean King last year. Not Sean, whatever his name is. Haynes King. Yeah. We knew that Georgia Tech had Haynes King. We knew what Haynes King can do. So we knew what he was capable of doing, and he did it. You're talking about Georgia Tech like you know what they got. They don't even have nothing. What, they got old boy from Indiana? At least we can
say that. I ain't been following.
You just giving Georgia Tech credit because you just doubt Colorado. Last year, we knew what Georgia Tech had. We knew they had that running back that he can get out on you. But it didn't happen. Colorado beat themselves last year because they want to play ring around the rosy with the quarterback and that doggone scheme. So, but Georgia Tech barely beat a very, very suspect Colorado team from the standpoint of identity. They didn't know who the quarterback was, and we figured that out the rest of the season. Half of they starters quit before the last few games of the season. They had doggone Captain Hooks on all the team at the end of the season. There was a lot of things. So you really think about it, Georgia Tech was exactly what I said. I ain't holding back on no Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was not dominant. They didn't even make the playoff. They didn't even make the conference game. What are we talking about? They won more games than Colorado. Yeah.
They did do that.
Who did? Hold on, who did? I didn't say they weren't going to win more games than Colorado. I said that Colorado going to beat them, and they could have. But who did win more games than Colorado?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So when you look at the wide receiver room, JR, which wide receiver don't impress you so far? I know it's just a short time. Which one don't impress you so far? The wide receiver, just one.
Actually, look, Caleb Mathis, man. Caleb Mathis didn't impress me, man. Caleb Mathis, man. Look, it got to be hard for Caleb Mathis, man, to know that. Look, they recruiting players to come in and play in a position that you want to be out there on the field, right? He'd have been through every iteration. He'd have been through we coming, I believe, we here, we lost. He'd have been through every iteration, waiting, you know what I'm saying, kind of waiting his turn.
Right.
But the one thing about Caleb Mathis, he know his role. Look, I'm gonna go be a dog on special teams. It is what it is. You know
He's gonna be the best one on special teams. I give him that.
But I've been thoroughly impressed with the work that he continues to put in. Look, it's easy to pick a Cam Perry or something like that. Dennis Shedeur. They come with a lot of accolades and a lot of yards behind them. But Caleb Mathis quietly, man, he quiet as kept, man. He put in the work, you know, and he be giving them hell in the one-on-one drills, man. He be giving them hell every single time. You know, maybe he need to work on his body a little bit more. That'd be the one downfall. Look, this show, third year college system. He still look a little small, but maybe his frame is just hard to put weight on.
Well, y'all keep saying that he doing good on the drills. I ain't even see him on drills. I see him and I saw him tearing them up on the it depends on which one. I don't know. I think it was reach the people because you know they got different angles. But I seen them tearing up the people on the 11-on-11. You know, with the one that was coming from the end zone from behind. That one that was showing from that side. You know, he was killing them. And I don't really honestly I think Caleb been consistent. I think he got hurt last year from what I see, and it pretty much was most of the season. So I don't ever remember Caleb not being a consistent, even going back to Shedeur. He's smart. He's a smart player. He's like how Travis Hunter. He's a high IQ guy. His dad is a player, and I think a lot of times, like we seen that with Shedeur, I think sometimes people over emphasize or over criticize players who, you know, their parents is the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And because you don't want to show favoritism, they overdo it. Because Caleb has always been, he's a smaller guy, but he's always been one of the better receivers from his route running. Because last year route running was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. You know, they were out of place. They run into each other. It wasn't crisp. Horrible route running. You're never gonna see that with Caleb. He's gonna run. He's gonna be where he's supposed to be. That's one thing. That's the first thing. He ain't running the same route into how they running the route right into each other in the same area. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna run his route. He's gonna be effective in his route. He's gonna be quick. He's gonna be crisp, and he's gonna catch the ball. And that's all you need, especially a possession receiver. Clearly, that's what Colorado needed last year. They could not get no possessions. They could not move the doggone chains on 3rd and 2. They had no go-to. You know you had that with LeJontay Weston. You know that's what his role was. He by after them first few games, they're like, oh, he ain't getting the ball. He became known as that's the guy who's still gonna get in the ball. That's who Caleb could be. Really, he's more at the end of them. I don't know that about Cam Perry. I don't know that about. I mean, maybe it's Cadaver or whatever. Maybe. But I know everybody got their role, and he is that guy who, you know, he ain't known for, he's not slow, he's not known, but he's a sure-handed and reliable receiver. And I don't know how you don't put that on the field. I just don't.
I wonder who made that decision though. Was it the wide receiver coach or the coach Ryan not to put him on the field? If he does good.
I mean, he
was hurt last year. And
he was hurt.
I'm talking about even coming up to this year. I don't believe he's gonna play.
I don't think he's gonna play. As far as like, you know, just natural talent, he's not a guy that's gonna get you with natural talent, right? You got some fast switch guys with Cam Perry, Shedeur, Moore, and so that talent is gonna outshine Caleb Mathis' consistency. He just missed the consistent, but you know, you need that pop, boom, 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 like Cam Perry. He caught the ball, stopped on the dime, juked over, buddy. Like Caleb Mathis ain't really gonna give you that. He gonna boom boom drop his heel.
If you get Caleb, if you get him over the middle, quick. If he get in the middle of the field, he shows he can squirt through that. Yeah, he's more effective in the middle of the field. He's not that guy, you know, you gonna throw a hitch to. He's not the guy you gonna, you know, he's that guy who can get in them little holes and
in a zone. Get you
the first down. Sometimes you just need the first down. And you need a guy, you know he's going to be where he's supposed to be, and the quarterback know he's going to be there, and he's going to catch the ball. He's not worried about – some guys you got to worry about, they so big play-minded, they running before they catch the ball, some Jared Judy stuff.
Yeah.
You trying to run before you catch the ball. He ain't worried about that. He gonna do the job. He gonna get there. He gonna move the chains. Then you take him back out and put other guys in. I would rather him be on the field on third down than them. I let them be on the field first and second down all day. But if I had to bet, I'll put him on the field third down because I know he gonna get that first down. He not gonna be guys last year kept running. It's 3rd and 9, and they running 8-yard routes.
Yeah,
like this intelligent stuff. Like he not gonna do that. He gonna get you that first down, and he gonna catch the ball. You cannot that type of guy. You cannot not use in your room. You just can't. It's too critical to move the chains at certain times, and you know you can rely on him. He's not the big play guy, but you gotta have that guy.
Yeah.
And those guys, and those big play guys, they more likely to get hurt because they're trying to make a big play. They're more likely to pull a hamstring, twist the ankle, somebody pulling on them the wrong way because they're trying to make the big play. You still got to have that depth because all of them little anyway, all of them the same size. He probably look bigger than them.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. I still got questions as far as like tight end.
Yeah, me too, JR. They weak right there. They ain't got really one.
Yeah,
I heard they had about 3-4 big guys. I don't think we seen all of them. I heard they got some 6'5" and 6'6" tight. I heard about 3-4 of them.
Yeah, I saw one big guy out there. I didn't catch his name though. But it was one big guy out there, and I was like, okay, that's
some
a
big tight ends, y'all. We just ain't
of
seen
a tight end. But I
think they gonna use them though?
Shoot, yeah, the go.
Yeah, I hope so.
Did you not? Hold on. Did you not hear? What was that? The first day of practice, a linebacker coach said they doing a bunch of 2 tight end sets. We didn't see it. We didn't see it. Bucky and them getting real slick. They don't got smart over these 3 years. They showing you what they want to show you. Oh, I don't see this. I don't see that. It's out there. If you listen to some of these other shows and you listen to some of the comments, you be like, they're not showing that on Well Off. Or you listen to certain comments, the coaches, man, he's making a comment about something, but they ain't show that. Like he said, they running a bunch of double tight end. We didn't see a bunch of double tight end. Not on Well Off. They're not showing us their packages, which is smart. Because that's what we said. We didn't want them to give away everything so people can prepare. They giving us a chance, us to see enough, like to see the personnel, to see these new guys run a couple routes, but they not finna give away their packages. They're not finna do that.
Yeah, it'd be foolish. It'd be foolish for sure.
They even making us be able to underestimate these boys because they'll show, this guy making plays. They getting be watched juiced up, showing Wilson making plays, but not Juju. So people start saying, well, shoot, is Juju any good? And all that. Juju might be killing it, but they smart for them not to let you up. His neck hurt. Give him a massage. Look, they not showing us everything. We clearly not seeing it, and it's smart for them to not show it. And yes, be watched. Juju could be lining up, and they can let people like you keep thinking.
Hey,
show Wilson. He might only complete 5 passes. Hey, Wilson may only complete 5 passes, and they show all 5 of his completions. They're like, oh.
What you know about that, man? What you know about that, man?
I like you, Jay. I like them YN do Greg. Hey, YN.
All I'm saying is, just like he said, I said it. Hey, JR, stamping today. He better not get on the Juju train when it take off. That's all I'm saying.
You know he is.
I said it on the show for 2 seconds. He was the 4th thing on the list.
Y'all thought I said 2 years away. No, I said that boy gonna get it done 2 years ahead of schedule. That's what I said.
I said he's gonna have a best quarterback for 2 more years, and then he's gonna go to the league. That's what I was saying. He got 2 more years before going to the league.
Watch this, and he gonna drop the clip. Boom, and Juju gonna be throwing the ball. See, told y'all.
Get that little music when the show go off.
JR,
I like real.
JR.
Man, you ain't gonna be right, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I want to thank the chat for a good show. Always good catching up with these guys. JR, Boxing, and Greg said it on Thursday night. Get us out of here, JR and Greg.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, anytime, man, grace the stage, man, with the gentleman, man, with Uncle Steve, with Greg said it and B Watts, man. It's always a pleasure. And everybody down in the chat, man, y'all was getting too live in that chat, man. All I see is laughing, little emojis going across, man. Y'all was having a good time. So I appreciate the love and support. And hey, get B Watts to 100 likes, man. It's to you, Greg.
Yes, sir. You know, we ain't got to rush this thing, man. It's already March. Good God Almighty.
Boy, man, it going by, boy.
I mean, it hit 3 months quick. They already ready to change the clock back. Then we just change the clock. They might well left it alone.
Yeah.
So, you know, this thing coming. We let it take its time. Next thing you know, be June and all that good stuff. So we'll see. I said it before that this thing got going. I said I don't think they're gonna show us a whole lot on well off. And I hope they don't show us. I hope they show us enough that we know the players. I mean, because they got so many new players. I'm still trying to figure out the names. I don't forgot what schools they came from. Some I know better than others. It's a whole new team. So that's the only thing I expect from well off and reach the people. And pregame, whoever else. I just expect at least know their names and the numbers and, you know, the faces and go with it. So, you know, when the season comes, you can see their progress. But outside of that, I hope they hide as much as they can from you know the schemes and all that, because ain't nobody else putting their stuff out there. So I'm tired of getting other people an advantage. So we just gonna enjoy whatever we can get out of this, have a little conversation, and we'll see what it do in the season.
Yeah, you're right, man. I think they're gonna have a good year this year. I like the coaching staff. If I don't like nothing else, I like the coaching staff. From what I don't see, the energy that they bring. And I hope they win all 12 games. But we'll see. We'll see, JR. But once again, we thank y'all. Don't forget to check out Greg on Sunday at 12:30 or 2:30. Whenever you decide to come on.
That was what I want to say.
12:30.
I got caught out there last week. I had to jump in there. I would say I typically try to go on by 2, you know, by 2. But you know, I typically go on by 2.
I got you. Don't forget to come back Sunday night, JR Boxing Show with Uncle Steve. We're gonna have a good time like always. Appreciate you, JR. Appreciate you, Greg. Y'all have a good night, and may the grace of God continue to bless each one of you as well as your entire family. Appreciate y'all, man.